I know this strategy is unorthodox, but I have to share it because gained me over 700 subscribers without posting a single YouTube video. To celebrate 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, scratch that, 2,000 subscribers. I'm breaking down all the unconventional strategies that I use to get there. Should I have those like gold foil balloons? Now, this isn't my first time hitting 1,000 subscribers. I actually did it with my other brand, but I went about things very differently this time. And I've watched every video from all the big YouTube creators about how to grow your channel as quickly as possible. So I'm not going to cover all the basic strategies that you always see, like niching down, choosing the right channel settings, and then doing SEO research where you look for high volume and low competition. You already know that. I got some better stuff. The first thing that I focused on when I started my new channel was building my binge bank. Now, I didn't come up with this idea. I don't remember where I heard it the first time to give them credit, but I have to share it with you because it's awesome. I truly believe that one of the main reasons that my channel's growing so quickly now that a couple of videos are taking off is that I focused on building my binge bank back when I had no followers and no one was watching my videos. That basically means that I made a bunch of awesome content that I knew my ideal audience was gonna love. That way, when they finally discovered my channel, they could just binge all of the videos and absolutely love it. And it worked. I knew going into it that growing a brand new YouTube channel from scratch was gonna be a slow process. So I just focused on making the best content possible and improving every single video. I also made sure that every video was valuable and actionable. As an educational creator, the main ways that you build authority and make people want to follow you is either through social proof or demonstrating like the depth of your knowledge and expertise. And early on, you might not have any clients. You probably don't have any followers. And so you need to show people that you know what you're talking about and that you can actually help them and that you're gonna give them more of the videos they like and more of what they want. So early on, you need to lean into making videos that are just more helpful than the big dogs in your industry are doing. I do this by sharing strategies with a lot of detail, sharing client results, telling stories to illustrate my points. And whenever I have the opportunity, I try to do the little extra things like sharing my screen on my computer or on my phone so I can show people step by step what buttons to push and what they need to do to give them more clarity. And I'm actually gonna be doing this quite a bit in this video, so stick around. Now, just saying make better content is stupid vague, so I'm gonna teach you my old problem, new solution formula to make baller content. First thing you gotta do is when you start creating a video, you need to start with like, what is the problem that I'm trying to help solve for the person on the other end of the screen? So in your video, you're gonna say, if you have this problem, this is the most common solution. This is what people usually do to fix it. And then the next thing that you're gonna do is say, now here's why that usually doesn't work. And this is really powerful because if somebody is searching for an answer to a problem and they stumble upon your video, there's a good chance that like they've tried everything. We see this all the time in the fitness space where people are like, I'm trying to lose weight, and they've tried all of these different diets. But when you can identify the problem and say, hey, this is what most people do and why it doesn't work, you are giving them hope because they're going like, oh, this person has a new solution that might work for me. And all of these times that I failed in the past, it's not really my fault. And it makes them feel better and it makes them feel motivated to try again using your method. So once you've explained why the normal solution doesn't work, you need to present your new solution and explain why it solves that new problem that they have from the other solutions not working. So quick example, I started my first online business back when I was in law school, and I was basically doing online fitness coaching. And all of my clients were fellow law students, attorneys, judges, business owners in the community because they all had the problem of being like really busy and having these intense careers, and they'd sacrifice their health and they wanted to lose weight, get in shape, fit in their suits better, and didn't have like a ton of time. Problem, they wanted to get in shape, didn't have a ton of time. Normal solution, start a diet, hop on the treadmill as much as you can. New problem, they didn't have time to do endless hours of cardio and they couldn't stick to these restrictive diets that they were trying to do when they had to go out to these business meetings and like working lunches and things like that. New solution, I gave them a plan that had a flexible diet and only required them to work out in the gym like 1 hour a week. It was a plan they could actually follow with their careers, and I was the living proof that it worked. So problem, normal solution, why that solution sucks, and your new system to help them finally get the result. Now, creating your binge bank alone isn't going to get you the growth you want, but it's part of a bigger strategy that I call channel programming. This was a huge shift.
It's huge.
from my first channel, which was all over the place and had no real cohesion or theme that just brought everything together. It was literally me just sharing everything I know about online business. This time, I treated my channel like a TV station, like Discovery Channel or something like that. But the point was, it was all about the same related topics that my audience was interested in. And this is important because when somebody subscribes to your channel, it doesn't mean that they liked that video. That's them sending you a signal that they want more of that type of content. So now all of my videos are related and have similar metadata, so when somebody discovers one of my videos, they get sucked into the black hole that is my binge bank and watch everything. Now, there's a couple of ways that I set up my channel programming. First, once I have an idea for a video, I start with the end in mind. I think about what my call to action is going to be and what video of mine I want them to watch next. That way, when this video ends, you go watch another one of my videos instead of going watching some other Yahoo's account. So once I have that, I create my video, and then at the very end, I abruptly end the top and say, check out this video next. And then I show them an end card so they can click it and go watch that video right away. This is important for a couple of reasons. First off, I'm showing the YouTube algorithm that I'm one of the good guys. I'm one of those good creators that gets you to watch a video and then stay on the YouTube platform longer, so they're gonna start pushing all of my content more. I'm also telling people exactly what to do next. I'm serving up the perfect video for them on a silver platter. And this is just basic digital marketing that I'm pulling from my decade of experience running Facebook ads for businesses. If you tell somebody to click a button or enter their email to get the free thing, they are way more likely to do it. And the same thing goes for an end card. See, what most people do is they just start blubbering at the end of the video. And they're like, if you like this video, please like this and leave a comment and follow and blah, 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 blah. You're signaling that it's the end of the video. And so people know that they can click off and go find the next thing to watch. But if you so that they don't know that it's at the end, then they are going to see that call to action. And it's even better if you can make the next step, it feels like there's a next step in the video, but it's really your call to action, then they're gonna go watch that video for the next step. And let's be honest, the best way to get subscribers isn't asking for people to subscribe. It's just creating such great content that they watch multiple videos and go, I need to follow this channel so I don't miss any of the new stuff they have coming out. Now, a big part of me starting with the end in mind is that I have to batch 3 to 4 videos together to make this work in the first place. You have to know how all these videos are connected. That way you know what order they go in. And so if you know that video A is then going to have a call to action to watch video B, you actually have to publish video B first. That way it's already on the platform and you can use it as an end card. Another reason that I batch my videos together when I'm programming my channel is that I want all of them to have similar metadata. And what I mean by that is I want my videos to have similar topics, similar tags, similar keywords in the description and in the words that I say on the video, so that YouTube knows they're all related and can start suggesting them at the end of all those other videos. And like I said, if one of them happens to pop off, that means that people want more of that content. And so I want to make sure I'm putting multiple videos on the topic on my channel. Now that we've talked about the back end, we got to talk about the front end. I spend a lot of time on the start of my videos, in particular focusing on the title and the thumbnail. And the reason for this is because your YouTube videos are basically a marketing funnel. And like any good marketing funnel, you start by optimizing the top of funnel. And if you don't believe me that YouTube videos are just marketing funnels, go take a look at YouTube Studio. Once you're in your channel dashboard, you're gonna go over to the left sidebar and click Analytics, and you're gonna scroll down and pick one of your videos and then go up here to Reach. Now, I'm gonna move my face out of the way, but you can see right here the exact YouTube funnel that I'm talking about. At the top of the funnel, you can see impressions, like how many people are being served your video on the platform. Then your click-through rate determines how many people actually clicked on that thumbnail and watched the video. And that determines how many views you get. And then from there, it's all about retention, keeping them how much of the video they watch, and that determines your watch time. Now, like any marketing funnel, this top of funnel section is the most important, because any improvements that you make in the top of funnel trickle the whole way down. So if you're actually able to improve your click-through rate and get more people watching the video, not only are you going to get more watch time just from the higher volume of people, but you have a better chance of the right people seeing it, watching it the whole way through, and it getting pushed even further. Therefore, the first thing that I'm trying to figure out with my videos is how can I create a better title and a better thumbnail that gets somebody to stop scrolling and click on my video instead of somebody else's, so that way I can get the highest click-through rate possible. For my titles, I'm really trying to balance using the keywords that I want to rank for and using good copywriting practices that are going to make people more likely to click. I'll be honest, I still have a lot to learn when it comes to creating YouTube titles, but I bet I put a lot more time into my titles than most people do. So what I want to do is put you on to 2 resources that have been incredibly helpful, helping me figure out how to write better titles. The first one is Jake Thomas, who started Creator Hooks. You can find him on Twitter, or you can watch this awesome video where he breaks down how he thinks about creating good titles on YouTube. All Jake does is analyze the titles of videos that have way more views than they typically get on that channel. And then he shares what he finds about what makes the best YouTube titles with us in his newsletter and on Twitter. And I'm telling you, his title formulas are clutch. There's also this great video by Myron Golden where he shares all the lessons he learned earning 6 figures from his YouTube channel in his first year doing it. One of my biggest takeaways from Myron was how he used question statements to create titles that were highly clickable. In fact, my last video, Why You're Stuck at 200 Views on TikTok, is a perfect example of using a question statement as a title. I have 2 goals when I'm designing thumbnails. The first one is that I want my thumbnail image to complement my title. And the main part of that means that I don't want to use the exact same words from the title inside of the thumbnail. The thumbnail should sort of stand on its own, and the combination of the picture and the words should kind of tell you everything the video is about and pique that curiosity, and really take whatever you have in the title and enhance it to make the video seem more intriguing. I also want my thumbnails to become recognizable, and this is something that I'm just starting to drift to in my thumbnails. What that means is you should have your face on it for one, so people see your face and they recognize it's another video from you. But I also want them to recognize the style of my thumbnails. Now, if we turn over to my computer and take a look at my channel, you can see how I started off at these early videos. I was really testing a lot of things. And what I was doing was I would find thumbnails that I liked and I would try to make my versions of it, because I was trying to learn what makes a good thumbnail and what style I liked and what got me the results. And as you start to get toward some of the higher videos, like if you look at my last 4 of my last 5 videos, I'm kind of starting to settle in on this style with the dark background and the bright colors and the bold text and the white and this kind of like paper cutout border around me. These thumbnails are working really, really well. Another one that's worked really well for me is this one right here about how one digital product makes me $1,400 per day. And I think that the reason this one works so well, besides having my face on it, is the social proof element. First off, when I'm saying that one product is making me $1,400 per day, like people are like, wait, how? I want to know. And then I put these screenshots of the revenue that I had made up till that point in the year when I created this video as social proof. And anytime that I'm putting you're putting proof or you're putting like the numbers on there, those tend to do well. Now, a couple of other tips with the thumbnails. Number one, you should have your face on every single one of them. If I look at my videos like this one right here or this one right here that don't have my face on the thumbnails, I'm actually getting a 1% or lower click-through rate, but I'm getting really good retention and good engagement on those videos. So that's something that I probably need to change. You also want to make sure that your thumbnails aren't too complicated, don't have too much going on where they're hard to read on mobile when people are scrolling on their phone. And as much as I like this video about the truth about pricing an online course, that's probably what's happening with this video. Is there's just too much stuff, the words are too small, there's too many graphics, which is probably why it's less effective. Now, the best tip I can give you is don't overcomplicate this with your titles and your thumbnails, because you can always change them. In fact, I got this comment yesterday about how good one of my videos was and that it didn't make sense with it had so few views. And he suggested that I actually redo the title and the thumbnail to try and relaunch it. And so I went into the analytics and I looked at it and I'm like, you know what, dude, you were freaking right. And so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Time for my last tip. I know this strategy is unorthodox, but I have to share it because TikTok gained me over 700 subscribers without posting a single YouTube video. All of my growth from 100 to 800 subscribers came from my TikTok account. And I think that's a big reason why my videos blew up after I started posting on YouTube again after 8 months of posting no videos. And I'll explain why in a second, and I'm gonna show you the exact strategies I used to drive traffic from TikTok to my YouTube channel. But the first thing that you need to know is that all of the viewers that came from TikTok over to YouTube were super engaged. When I started taking my TikTok account seriously, I was in a place where I was kind of burnt out in my business and I wasn't really creating content on YouTube. My top video only had like 400 views, and I wasn't getting very many views per day from YouTube itself yet. So I could very clearly see that most of my new viewers and subscribers came from external sources or people searching my name, especially since this was always happening around the time that it was going viral or my views were really high on TikTok. But the cool thing is that when these people came from TikTok and started watching my YouTube videos, they were putting up a lot of watch time, like long durations, and really engaging, leaving great questions and things like that in the comments. In fact, you can see this video has a massive CTR because everyone from TikTok was searching me out and looking for that particular video and clicking on it. And one of the main reasons that I think all of these videos that I've posted recently, after an 8-month break, like not posting at all on YouTube, the reason I think those videos are doing so well is because all these new subscribers from TikTok have come over and they've been getting to know me and they've been binge watching all of that content, and it's been building that relationship. And so once I posted these new videos, all these new subscribers were clicking on them and watching them for a long time, which was skyrocketing my CTR and my watch time, and it was causing YouTube to push all of my videos to the homepage in suggested. And then because these new videos were doing well, they started doing the heavy lifting. They started bringing in dozens of new viewers per hour, and then those new viewers were going and getting sucked into my binge bank, and the watch time increased and it got pushed more, and the momentum just builds and builds. So let's dive into the exact strategies that I'm using so you know how you can use your TikTok account to grow your new YouTube account. So the first thing that you need to do is you actually need to connect your YouTube to your TikTok. And so mine is already connected here, which allows people to discover me on TikTok and then go to YouTube to watch my longer form stuff. But all you gotta do is you're gonna go right there on your profile and hit edit profile, and you're gonna scroll down and you're gonna see social, Instagram and YouTube. And you're gonna click on YouTube, and then you're gonna log in and it's gonna connect it. So connecting your YouTube like this is just gonna passively send you new viewers and new subscribers from TikTok to your YouTube channel. But there's two types of content that I regularly create that drive a ton of new viewers to my YouTube channel. The first way is that I promote some of my favorite YouTube channels with a trending sound and a good hook. And in these videos, I would take screenshots of videos from 4 different channels, and then I would slip one video of mine in there as well. So let's check out this one as an example. Okay, so you see how it rotated to each of the channels, and mine was the third one, and I actually had it change on the beat of the music. This type of YouTube promotion always gets me massive views and a lot of followers on TikTok too. The other strategy I would use is promoting a specific one of my YouTube videos. So for this style of video, I'm just recording a video of me doing something stupid. Like a lot of times I'm like drinking coffee and taking a drink or something like that. And then I'm overlaying it with a trending sound, a screenshot of my YouTube thumbnail, and then some text. And these are great because they stand out in the For You page. They get people to watch for a good amount of time because they're reading the text, which means more watch time, more views on that video. And then it just makes people aware that you have this longer form content that they can learn a lot from if they want to go check it out in your profile. I personally think that grabbing your phone and posting on TikTok should be a core strategy for anybody that's trying to grow an audience on YouTube. It's just so easy to create TikTok content and start growing your following while you're doing the slower grind of growing on YouTube. And that virality and the fast growth that you're going to get on TikTok gives you that momentum and the excitement that you need to stay disciplined with growing your YouTube channel from scratch. So if you want to learn the most effective strategies for growing your following on TikTok, I want you to check out this video. And if you liked this training, leave me a comment below and let me know which tip you thought was the most helpful.